What's up, YouTube? Here's the video everyone's been requesting, the bucket list part 2. Now instead of 8 snakes, we have 11. Super pastel coming out. Spider in there, lemonblast, caramels, super pastel, lessers, bumblebee, mojave, normal, and if I missed anyone, you guys will get them all individually. But there's 11 snakes in there, and let's get started. Alright, first snake of the day is the male lesser, and as you can see now, this boy is now breeder size. So get ready for the 2010 season because we have some lessers involved. And this is the male lesser. It's been a minute since I've done a video, so I'm going to show you guys him nice and close up. Alright guys, that's the male lesser. Moving on. Alright guys, here's the male lesser. He's 939 grams. Again, like I told you before, this boy is ready to breed. 934 grams. Alright guys, here's snake number 2. This is the male lemonblast. As you can see, he's right about breeder size. Getting nice and long, eating well. He's the only snake I have that hasn't refused a meal. And if you don't know, this is a pinstripe pastel cross, lemonblast. 2009. Here's the male lemonblast. Moving on. Alright guys, here's the male lemonblast. He's 784 grams. Again, like I said, he's ready to breed. 784 grams. And he's a good looking snake. The third snake, the super pastel male. He's already about 850 grams. Doing well. He's ready to breed for me this next season. So he'll be the first snake I have breeding. This is my male 09 super pastel, about 850 grams. You guys have already seen him, but check out how big he's gotten. Moving on. Alright guys, here's the male super pastel, 920 grams. This is my big boy. Like I said, he's breeder size, 920 grams. Male super pastel. Snake number 4 guys. Here's snake number 4. It's the 09 pastel. He stopped eating rats for a while, so I've only been feeding him mice. And if anybody's interested, this beautiful 09 male who has not bred yet is for sale. He's about 780 grams, so come check him out. Thanks. Alright guys, here's the male pastel. We're gonna weigh him. He's 806 grams. Remember, if anybody's interested, this boy is for sale. He is breeder size. He's 806 grams. Just private message me and we can talk about that later. Alright guys, here's snake number 5, and this is my newest addition, or one of the new additions. This is my late 09 male caramel albino, and I know some of you guys saw his earlier videos, and this is how he's doing now. He's, I'd say, a couple 100 grams, maybe 250 to 300. Little guy, but he's got some nice color, some nice blushing. This is the 09 male caramel albino. After this, we're gonna move on to all the females, so hang on, there we go. Alright guys, here's the male caramel albino, only in at 371 grams. Little guy, we'll get him up to size. What I wanted to mention to some of you guys out there, since I don't have a female normal for him to breed to get some heads yet, if anybody out there in YouTube land has a female that you want a male stud for, I'm pretty sure I'll get him up to breeder size by the time the 2010 season rolls around. Just hit me up and we can work something out. You'll get a male stud. Alright guys, here's snake number 6, and this is the 09 female mojave. We're trying to get her up to par, but she's stopped refusing, or she's been refusing rats, so all we can feed her lately is mice, but hopefully we can get her up to size by the 2010 breeding season. And this is a 09 female mojave. She's about, I'd estimate, 700 to 800 grams. I'll weigh her in a little bit. You guys can see all the weights, so we'll move on. Alright guys, so we're weighing the female mojave. She is 751 grams. That's the female mojave. Alright guys, here's snake number 7. This is the 09 female butter. She's heading close to 1,000 grams. She's probably about 9 something. And she's looking really nice and well, nice and fat. This is the 09 female butter. Not much I can say about her, but other than how beautiful she's been looking. And we'll move on. Alright guys, here's my female butter. She is 932 grams, and apparently the male pastel wants to come back in frame. But again, this is a female butter. She's 932 grams. Alright guys, here's snake number 8, and this is my big spider girl. As you guys remember her from the last video. Now she's about almost 1,300 grams. First snake to get up to breeder size, and she's about to shed right now, so she's really dark and dull. But she's a 1,300, almost 1,300 gram female, and she'll be the first one probably producing eggs for us this coming season. This is the big spider female. You guys remember in the last video she was only 600 grams, so she's about doubled in size. Moving on. Alright guys, here's the big girl of them all, the female spider in shed. She is 1,288 grams. Again, should be my first snake ready for this 210 season. I'm going to try and get her to 15 before I even attempt breeding her, which shouldn't be too bad considering the way this mama eats. Again, this is our big girl, the female spider, 1,288 grams. From our last video, she was 666 or somewhere around there. Check out Bucket of Balls number 1 if you want to see what she used to weigh. Okay, snake number 9. Here's the female bumblebee. Here's how she's progressing. She's darkened out a little, but she's still holding really nice high whites. You guys can see on the sides, really nice high whites. She's about 700 to 800 grams. Again, we're gonna try and get her up to size by the 210 season. Hopefully we'll put her up with the male lesser, maybe a male lemonblast. We'll see how it goes. She's a beautiful, beautiful snake. Here's the 09 bumblebee. Moving on. Alright guys, here's the female bumblebee in shed. It looks like she's gonna be in shed. She is 1,009 grams. So we only have a little more to go to get her up to par, and she'll be ready to breed this season. Again, the female 2009 bumblebee, 1,009 grams. Alright guys, here's one of the new ones you haven't seen too much of, and this is the late 09 female normal. She's coming along. You know, nobody can ever knock a normal because normals help you replicate whatever you want to replicate, and they're very important animals. They help you get some hits, and just beautiful animals. I like her dark coloration. She's a good looking normal, and we expect a lot from her in the future. So this is our late 09 female normal. Alright guys, here's a female normal. She weighs 466 grams. She got some good dark and gold colors. Guys, snake number 11, last but not least. This is the female caramel albino. It's my little girl right here. She's a super late 09. I'm not too sure if she's an early 010. She possibly may be, but this is my female caramel albino. Probably won't be breeding her for a while, but she's nice to have. We'll get her up to size. Alright guys, here's the female caramel albino, and she only weighs 312 grams, 313. Female caramel albino.